Welcome back. This is Yuru Camp, where the most coziest of all settings takes place. Camping in the wilderness, maybe with friends, maybe with complete strangers who just drink a lot. Really, we are yet to find out. But if you want the coziest of all experiences, you might be in the right place. So, really, apart from the expansion of the outdoor activity club, a little bit more of the school life, maybe some background into more family members. Or maybe I just want to see Rin's mother. Who knows? Hopefully you will get to enjoy some more food, some more camping, maybe some views under the stars. But let's get into it. Well, another grand day at school that I'm guessing now everyone's going home. Some will be heading over to the club room. Bit breezy, is it? She all wrapped up in the sleeping bag. I don't think this room is quite as insulated as maybe some other ones in the school. Close the door. Walk away. I mean, each to their own. If that's what she wants to do on, after school, leave her to it. But I feel like there are more efficient ways of warming up. Also, if she can't handle the club room while free from the elements, more or less, how's she gonna go camping? I think with the addition of all of the other members, if they can actually get together and go out exploring. Also, if they bring a dog along. But it's not just the locations that you visit, maybe the night sky, the reflection in lakes, etc. There is a thing about going to campgrounds and having other people there. It just takes a little setup first. Maybe she just should have gotten this ready beforehand. Okay. Cooking sets, yeah. The surprise is kind of lost. But wooden utensils, iron skillet. She saw the steak and thought, yeah, I want some of that. Let's, have a miniature version. Oh, why is there a corner ripped off? Oh, how poor of them. That's actually, yeah, really quite decent. With a blanket over it. And then you just need to expand when you go camping more with more people. Yes. How is she going to deal with the exams? She's definitely studying hard. Neko. I think for their benefit of their future, maybe they should actually study, but they've got better things to think about and worry about. I like your confidence. Not sure how true that is. Ah, no, there's a pattern, yeah. Quick, run while you still can, before anything else comes up. I mean, it's a wooden bowl, I guess. It's fine to use at least once, though, if you want to... Useful. I feel like you could get quite a few decent bowls for that price that would be able to handle hot food. It can crack. So we're just getting down to the lacquer and the polish and whatnot, so... What, they're going to refinish the entire bowl? They're gonna... And history repeats itself. And then we can go on many new adventures. Already thinking of all of the... Already thinking of all of the... Everyone's paying so much attention to. All of the events. All of the... fun that they can be having. I mean, seasoning your pan is one thing, but you want to get good. I'm so glad we are getting this bit of advice. Maternity leave, substitute teacher. This isn't Tuaru. I feel like they're spending more time... That didn't seem a very convincing cry out of pain. But as though spending more time researching all the potential trips and routes than actual studying for exams. Already wishing for their next experience. Are there only, like, 3 people in this school? I see, that seems more likely. Also just, fuck. I'd believe that. I mean, I didn't expect to get the process of seasoning your pans before use spelled out in such detail. Nice. Okay, Christmas camping, but didn't need a selfie? You wench! I mean, she said it so casually as well. Being invited along, actually... being included. It's a good call, that one. Maybe invite some others? Does anyone wave that long? What, you need to test it out first, make sure. Now, I'm not sure why you need a baseball skit for the picture there, but fine. Got some imagination at least. And hopefully nothing will go wrong. Ah, I see. Poor soup. Or, you know, you just soldier through it without smelling your food. Passed easily, barely passed. There we go. That is usually their stop. This is the first that she's hearing about it, and has no opportunity to say no. Straight for all of the places with signs and food. Being distracted at any occasion, any moment. Anything slightly shiny or furry. Yep, gas got her attention. Are they going to start realising the price of some of the things and fall into a deep depression? Or is it now that exams are over, they can splash out a little? It's maybe too much for the poor girl. Okay, someone just went to a store, panoramic photo, paint over. I mean, it was pretty good. She's enthralled by all of the different versions and iterations of stuff there is. And will get broken incredibly quickly. I mean, you've got to learn how to do it, otherwise... And it's... How much is it first? And she had to hide her face in shame. You can turn off the lantern. What kind of things around here will, hopefully not the kayaks, will catch their attention? I mean, that does look warm, I guess. If they start getting a lot more members, they would need a larger tent, unless they all go singular. You kind of want something compact if you're carrying it around, but... I would never go for an inflatable mat. I mean, do you want to stay on the ground? I mean, it's always good to have a few extra layers and barriers in place. And are they actually going to purchase anything? And she's now being told of all the fun that she's missing out on. She's really picked up the camping bug, hasn't she? I mean, if it comes with food, then maybe the idea of camping together isn't so bad. I think they're really getting drawn in. Also, a store like this where you have all of the products on display, you'd have a lot of people testing them all out like this, but you'd be hard selling them if you weren't able to see what it was beforehand. So they may come in contact with another character sooner or later. Have we got any more bits of information? Now I wonder why. I mean, if it's only a 6-pack every day. Where, oh where could that have been? I think the nickname being given to her by the proprietors of the liquor store might be enough to spark your memory. 9. Oh, close. Sure. Especially on a day like this, you want a little warming up. Is she going to accidentally finish all of them without noticing? I really think her song there would catch on brilliantly, yeah. Old Land Sign as well. Might have a little selling point just by people knowing the song, I guess. I don't think it's copyright at this point. And they haven't even finished their 3. How is she ever going to afford that gas lantern? I feel like there's a few things I spend my money on, and food is probably one of them. Being left with the bags. I would never trust my school bag or belongings or anything with one of my mates. So nah, that shit is coming with me. It's either going to be like on top of a building or just mysteriously lost by the time I get back. I think as the episodes go on, if we are getting the camping experience with them all coming together and realising good food, good company, and a view kind of makes up a good camping experience. If only the price of your hobbies wasn't so expensive. Also, I think Nadashka has to probably find at least a part-time job at some point. Poor Beppa being left outside. I look at the 3D view street map of stuff, especially if it's places I've never been. Well, usually they blur the face in these things, right? But she's like a deer. I guess she's never letting go of that dog. Once again, another episode of Yuru Camp, another episode of just a couple of friends enjoying their times together and learning the pitfalls of the camping experience. Getting your heart set on something, in this case, right at the beginning. Ooh, I want a skillet and a little cutlery set and utensils. Jump straight in without actually researching quite what she needs. Gotta put in some extra effort now. But it is kind of not that surprising, but also slightly that the bits of information that this show gives off, like putting a ground mat down before your sleeping bag so you insulate yourself from the floor, are things that I know, and I don't really know where I've picked it up or if I'm remembering it from years back. And I know that Japan's rail system, especially when travelling to and from school and whatnot, is a big thing, but I've never thought of just hopping on a train, missing the stop I was intended at, and just going on a journey. Even though I do have a train station not that far away at all. And honestly, when it comes to going to a small town and maybe a local bakery or something, yeah, ordering triple the amount of food to the people I'm with, unfortunately, I relate to that quite a lot. But all that really means is that you'll be well fed and enjoying yourself with only a small hit to your wallet, bank funds, future life choices. But as long as we get to see more camping, and with the winter rolling in, we're getting colder and colder, with Christmas being planned out, I'm excited to see what comes up in the future for them, how they all get together, what may occur. Is it more than just what we've seen so far, putting up a tent, making a hearty meal, maybe talking to one or two of the other people around there, and just enjoying the sights? And how many more inanimate objects are going to talk to me? If I said that outside of watching Yuru Camp, I might have an issue. But hopefully you have enjoyed Yuru Camp and you want to see more. Maybe enough to at least see a character that hasn't been around all too much, hasn't had that much fleshing out, get involved in all of this. As the Shiny Days opening is spelling out for us. But if you have liked this, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. Join onto my Discord if that's what fancies your tickles your... Yeah. All in all, get yourself a bit of rest. Wrap up warm if need be. And I'll see you in the next one. If you want to help season the pan that is my channel, consider joining on to my Patreon, because we really do need to remove all of the varnish so that we can have a hot meal that is anime served up neatly before us. So I guess I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Kite, Shiwan, Mats, Girly, Cardboard, Mega42, Akane, Tori Jane, Danny Sweet, and everyone else. I just hope at the end of all of this I won't be left out in the cold, and someone will leave at least a ground sheet for me.